Hello and welcome to the Indicator Warehouse. In today's video, I am going to be covering how these stops work and how you can use the stops with the new trade manager while you are in a trade. All right, let's go ahead and let's get started here. One of the enhancements that we've added to the new trade manager that we did not have on the older money management system was we've basically added everything here on the chart where you can change everything on the fly. And one of the big improvements that we've made is we've enabled you to not only have all your stops right here on the chart available to use, and change however you wish, but we've also been able to improve on the stop strategy because we're using a strategy as opposed to an indicator. And I'm going to show you how you can actually change your stops while you're in a live trade. Not to mention, you'll know where your stop is going to be before you change it. Let's just be patient and wait for our signals, and I'll show you exactly how easy it is to use this tool. I'd like my first target to take off 50% of my position. I'd like my second target to take off, I'm just going to say 30 to keep it simple. Okay, I've already got a preliminary signal here on my Eagle Trend Trader. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to adjust my risk percentage. Like I said before, it comes defaulted at 1%. I'm going to adjust mine to 4. And as you can see, it's real quick and easy to do right here on the chart on the fly. Go ahead and set my prices. I know that my hash mark should print up here at about 89.22, so I'll put my order there. I'm going to use this pivot for my stop, and then I'm going to arbitrarily place my first two targets there. Now all I've got to do is submit my order and just patiently wait for the order to fill.
Order pending.
Once we get into this trade, if we do get filled, I am going to go ahead and show you how simple and easy it is with the preview button and these little tabs up here, how you can change stops, tighten stops, loosen stops while you're in a live trade. One of the biggest enhancements we've added to the new trade manager. All right, well, it looks like I am in there. Keep an eye on your stops right here, and we should be getting picked up any time now. Now, just like Chart Trader, you are able to move your targets, so I'm going to do that for this demo. See how easy that is? They all just move right there, and it looks like our stop is just now getting picked up by the ATR. One thing that I'd like to point out is notice these orange hash marks right here. That is what you will get when the preview button is on. If you turn it off, you will not see it. So I'm going to leave the preview button on, and then let's go ahead and let's get an idea of how we can change our stops while we're in a trade. I'm going to use the MA as an example. So I've got a 21 SMA. You'll notice that the stop is about the same where it would be with the ATR. However, one thing I want you to notice, watch the hash marks. As I tighten this up all on the fly right here on the chart, this is giving me a preview of where my stop should be. Now, if I like what I see here and I see that it's not too tight, like in this case right here, if I like what I see, I can go ahead and I can click accept, and as you can see, it tightened my stop up. One other cool feature that we have added as an enhancement to the new trade manager is we also have this break even button. So in this case right here, I can go to break even, and I've got it currently set to 1. If I'd like, I could click break even plus 1, and it automatically takes my stop back up there. Or if I like, I can move my stop back where it was, click accept, and that takes it exactly where the stop should be. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause the video. We'll come back in a bit and check on this trade. All right, we are back to check on our trade here, and it looks like our first and second profit targets are already off. You can see where Trade Manager has picked up my stop. It's been carrying it up. Now, I've got a pretty tidy little profit here, $1,770 on 3 contracts, which is my runner. So at this point in the game, I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to tighten it up here, and let's protect the money that we've made. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to go to the SMA here. Let's tighten this thing up just a little bit. Keep an eye on those little orange hash marks. Granted, we're not tightening it up that much. Oh, look at that. This is where the hash marks are going to tell you. Here's a case where I've surpassed the hash mark and it would have taken me out immediately. I would not have wanted to accept that stop. So I have a choice. I can either loosen this thing up a little bit, which is what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to click accept. I'm going to pause the video one more time here, and then let's see where this trade goes. All right, well, it looks like it moved up again in our favor. So once again, I've got a tidy little profit here, $3,120 on 3 contracts. I don't want to be greedy, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Again, with my preview button on, adjusting everything on the fly, I am really going to tighten this thing up here because I want to protect every penny. I'm going to click accept, and let's see what happens. We'll be back to check on the trade here in a bit. All right, well, I am back here, and it looks like we got taken out right here on our 8 SMA stop. Nice, tidy profit for the day. Hit my first and second targets. Not to mention, I was properly sized by using the risk aspect of Trade Manager. And the best thing was, I really didn't have to do much to manage my stops. As you see from the video, by having an automated trailing stop manage your stop, it really helps take the emotion out of your day trading. Well, all right, I hope you found this video to be informative. And if you have any questions whatsoever about the newly updated Trade Manager, please feel free to contact any of the Indicator Warehouse team. Thanks, and have a great day.